Hi, it's Patricia, and we're back to the second part of my manifestation board. It's part 2 of a trilogy, and we are gonna be going over breaking down our goals and putting it into our schedules or calendars. If you don't know what's going on, I would definitely recommend you watching the previous video. But for a little recap, we just talked about manifestation boards, what it is, that's what we're gonna be doing, and how I came to the end conclusion of manifestation board, why, all of that. So I would really recommend checking out the previous video. So a recap of what are manifestation boards. It is an action board, not a dream board. There's gonna be goals. There's gonna be a reminder of goals in our future, a collage, and there's gonna be a scheduling aspect. My theme for my board is that I want to have better habits and work towards my career aspirations, as well as my educational aspirations, and feel more of like an adult. It took many drafts to kind of simplify into that one very, very basic sentence. But with things like this, it takes a while to come up with what you really need. So I do a little dance with my hand, and then I start writing what I really want to get better at. I started roller skating during quarantine, so I want to do more than just going back and forth. I want to learn how to do backwards. I am in Spanish 3 in college, so I need to know grammar and stuff like that. And I just put other things that I wanted to learn during quarantine, which was, become more financially literate, embroider, crochet, and also things that I I on Pinterest about maintaining boundaries and different habits that you could do that. I am going to write, date myself, and that's something I saw on Pinterest, so that's my inspiration. So yeah, that's just a little bit of that. My first one is health, which includes my mental and physical health, which is my body, exercising, mental, also taking my vitamins, which is adulting or my dreams. So these are my real aspirations and goals in my life, which includes my hobbies, goals, the type of life I want to create for myself, things I need to accomplish to create those things for myself. So my career and my school, my goal is to apply for a master's program. I'm finishing up my last semester in fall, and in between that time, see if I could earn any internships or have experience, or just talking to people within the field, getting more connections that way. Famous person who also does vision boards is Octavia Spencer, and I would suggest taking a page out of her book and setting the mood or an environment in a way that you enjoy, if applicable, which means either putting on the right mood lighting, music on, even headphones or stereo speakers if you can. Maybe after a bath, and that's where you're more relaxed. There's different ways to set the mood so you can focus on this. It can look as general as learning a language to something as detailed as wanting a dream car with specific accessories. It took me about 3 days to spend about 30 to 60 minutes really thinking and researching for my thing, which would be habits and master's track and steps to accomplish those things. And I did mine in the evening when everyone was asleep. Determine your goals, if it's general or specific, and either take a couple steps back to see how you can get there, or break down the steps to acquire the general goal you need. Like learning a language, which would be first of all, what is your understanding of the language at this moment? And breaking it down to how far or what's your goal you want to accomplish. Become an intermediate beginner, can speak in present, future, past tense, things like that. I will break down one of these with you. One of my goals is learning Spanish. So I just finished Spanish 3 in my university, and I'm going into Spanish 4 to finish my degree path. So I definitely need to know what's happening. So I've identified my weak spots, and I bought this book that you can see in the corner, and keeping a journal and doing Duolingo daily would help keep those important grammar rules that I need to keep on head, and practicing with a friend will help me be more confident in it. Now that your goals are broken up into sizable, attainable chunks, we need to apply this to our schedule. I used a modified cleaning/habit tracker, which would make sense because most of mine are habits that I want to accomplish, which develop in healthy habits, so it's not very conscious, and then I can, reevaluate what my goals are within like the next couple months. There's a weekly/monthly part of it if you don't really like time limits, and you can skip this next part if you don't really like schedules or you're not really used to using them yet. I will show you an example of what my finished product would look like for a month schedule. So right now I'm just finishing up putting in my plans for Spanish. In each section, there's 5 chapters before the exam, so I planned that out. Next is my leisure activity of roller skated, and just me looking up drills and learning how to do that. Then I'm putting in my master's plan, so me getting my essays, making sure I can apply to school in a good amount of time. Then it's me doing Pilates, which I'm really enjoying doing, and just making sure I keep on a schedule for that, which is at least 4 times a week, and adulting, which is like things I need to maintain. And these are my weekly goals and daily goals that I would try to accomplish during the week of. So this is the one I've done previously, and as you could tell, like I did slack off the last day, but I was able to keep track of how often I did certain things and reach certain targets. So we have our schedules all set up with our goals in mind, inspiration in our hearts. And now it's time for the fun part, which is actually putting the board together. As you're scrolling through your social medias, I would suggest either screenshotting favorite images or quotes that you think you want to use on your vision board to like motivate you, or that's inspiring that you can add yourself. I would suggest Pinterest, of course. I know that Instagram, you can have like a board or collection of things that you could save. So thank you for hanging out with me.